Hi everyone, Miles here, and today a short presentation about EV Golf, which approaches golf in a different way to normal. It dutches a number of players, so it provides regular winners rather than the occasional long-awaited long shot success that is typical of many golf services. That's one aspect that's different to normal. The second one is that the betting is fully automated. You don't have to do anything. The bets are made for you. And the third aspect that I want to talk about today is that it is pay after you profit. So you don't have a subscription fee before you take the leap of faith into joining the service. You can get started and you'll only be giving anything back once you've made it. So I'll take those one by one, and in a few seconds I shall look at Ian O'Sullivan's approach. Okay, so straight on to Ian's approach, and whereas you can often wait months, possibly even years, if you're unlucky, for winners in golf tournaments, with there only being maybe 2 a week and often up to 156 players, you can see that you're going to be waiting a long time. Okay, you might have a big week, but that is almost certainly going to be followed by a drought at one point or another. Ian's approach is a bit different because Ian looks at the whole array of players involved in the tournament and uses a model which he's used for years on both sides of the fence. He's worked with numerous bookmakers and provided services for quite a few years now. And his model prices up every single player. He then dutches a number of players, often 20, maybe more, maybe slightly fewer, according to the price that his model has come up with and the price that's available on the exchanges. So these are all backed to return the same or a similar amount. And it means that it goes into a tournament with the chance of winning normally between 33 and 60%. So you're sort of looking at slightly odds on occasions to 2 to 1. So with those sort of odds collectively, you're going to have. And regular winners is what he's had. In fact, he's had 23 winners from 39 tournaments since this service went live. And with the low odds that he's using, that frees up the stakes, because obviously if you're backing 200 to 1 outsiders, even small stakes, they're going to mount up over time with the inevitable losing runs that ensue. So it's a different approach, odds more akin to Asian handicaps on football rather than orthodox, old-fashioned, typical golf betting. So many new approaches are new approaches because other people have thought of them and rejected them. But this is slightly ingenious, I think. It enables backing golf and the excitement of a harrowing Sunday evening experience as a ball flies in the water. And if you're a golf fan, you still have that, but at the same time, you don't have the roller coaster ride typical of many services. Now, the next aspect to talk about is the automated betting feature. And what this means is that when you join, you attach your Betfair account to the bot that we use, which is fully Betfair approved and secure. We can't access any personal details or your own betting history, or whether you dabble on the casino or whether you don't. None of that is available to anyone. And as I say, it's been approved and actually developed with Betfair, so there are no hidden demons there. What you do have is bets placed automatically for you. So when Ian makes his selections, they will appear on your account. You have a personal page on the bot where you can see all the bets placed on your account, and after the tournament's finished, any returns. So you're always fully aware of the profit and loss or how much has been staked, and can make your decisions accordingly. So that just takes so many problems out of the equation. No problems with bookmaker restrictions, missing a bet, missing a price. When your bet is placed, everybody else's is as well. And if you go on holiday, the bets will still be there for you. You really don't have to do anything, and you can turn it off and turn it back on again as and when you like. Okay, so you're probably thinking this is all well and good, but how much is it going to cost? And the slightly unusual answer is 30 pence to try it. Yes, I did say 30 pence. Now, that's to pay the processing cost and get you registered. And then you have a month to try it. Thereafter, there's no obligation to carry on. If you do wish to, then there is a £48 annual bot fee. That's the part of it that places all the bets on your Betfair account for you. So that's £48 and you're covered for that for the year. Regarding the betting, this is a paper profit approach. So the better it does, the more you'll pay, but that's fair. So if it doesn't perform, then you won't be paying anything. And the better it does, the more you will. But it works out that whenever you make a rise in your bank of 15% or more, you will pay back a third of that. So you get to keep 2/3, which again sounds like a fair approach. And it means that the higher the stake, the more you potentially will make, and therefore you'll pay proportionally according to your profits. There's one clarification to make on those comments about how much it costs. And that's because, as mentioned earlier, you can stake more on this given that it's far less volatile than normal golf services. The ups and downs are not as extreme. It's not as exciting as that massive 200 to 1 winner because everything's Dutched. But at the same time, you don't have those long dips in between winners. So you can stake more, and the staking system that the bot uses, it's really multiples of roughly £20 per tournament. Looking at the profit cut, that is for people who are staking £80 per tournament or more. So 80, 100, 120 and so on. For the smaller stakers, then there is a monthly subscription, and details of that will be in the attached email. So if you are staking 20, 40 or 60 per tournament, normally 2 or 3 tournaments a week. So if you are on the lower end, then it is a monthly subscription. Really, to be getting a return above the subs, you should really be looking at the 40 or 60 option. But ideally, and I think the fairest setup is when it's £80 or above per tournament, and then it becomes the profit cut. And as mentioned in these clips throughout, it's a fairly steady journey. So to summarise, a golf service that dutches a group of players who have the wrong odds according to Ian's model, giving you a chance of winning of around 1 in 2, 1 in 3. Most weeks there's a winner, occasional blank, but the occasional week when there's a full house as well. But overall it's far less of a roller coaster and a steadier ride than you may be accustomed to if you're following other golf services. The bets are placed for you. When Ian makes his bets, they're replicated on your account. You just follow a few easy steps to set up the bot, and then it's securely connected to your Betfair account. You can turn that on, turn it off, as and when you choose. There is an additional option to have some side bets on the player tournament bets, which are low odds. If you want to increase the volume you're turning over, that's entirely up to you, but you can join for a month before paying anything. After the month, if you decide to carry on, £48 bot fee, and if you're staking on average £80 per tournament, then it's a profit cut, when you reach certain points, a third of the profits you've made is paid back. So you don't pay anything unless you've made money. For smaller stakers, then it's a subscription in the common and orthodox fashion. And it's run by someone who's been around for a very long time, knows what he's doing. And I think this is a great service to be involved in. So I hope you give it a go. Thanks.